everyone, I'm Asri and I'm going to be opening this presentation with a simple question. Are you guys aware that it's getting harder for us to get united? Because sometimes you feel that your surroundings are not on the same frequency as you, and you feel comfortable enough with your own little world. That's all because of the algorithm. Yeah, can you imagine that algorithm can change you from the social butterfly person into trust issue person just because your friend might have a different perspective with you and you feel that you are the right one. So, according to William J. Bradley's literature perspective, social media platforms increase polarization by amplifying divisive partisan content, moving people into echo chambers, and incentivizing intergroup conflict. Therefore, this time we will present to you our research about the game of social media algorithm can break down the bias in society.
First thing first, we are going to talk about hoax and clickbait things in advance. You might have heard this word a lot, but we will discuss about the definition one by one. The first one is hoax. So, what is hoax? Hoax is a trick into believing or accepting as genuine something false. And the second one is, what is clickbait? The second one is clickbait. The main purpose of clickbait to attract public attention and encourage visitors to click on a content or a web. And next, how is the relationship between hoaxes and social media algorithm? We will discuss it. Now, anyone has the opportunity to create, process, and upload anything through social media. I feel people sometimes make a hoax or clickbait things to gain public attention. It is not uncommon again to promote something by hoax or clickbait things. Have you ever seen this photo? This photo is one of example using hoax or clickbait things to marketing purposes, especially if the information is delivered by someone who has a big role in social media. Algorithms are primarily optimized for engagement, not accuracy. False and misleading stories can be more attractive than the true ones. That's what people are going to see. And from that, people could make opinion or assume directly, and their opinion can instantly spread to the public. Moreover, social media algorithms support people to feel that their opinion is the most correct. It was also powered by an algorithm that determines who sees what, and that's why people can trust invalid information.
We already heard before about hoax that caused by algorithm. Other than hoax, algorithm can make bias in society through their effect, that called polarization. Polarization effect can make the society divide into two group sets of opinion that really contrast each other. So, how algorithm create polarization? As we all know, algorithm can predict the thing that we want or like, so it creates the bubble that caught us in our little world. Imagine if it's applied in every person. That means everyone have their own different perspective and opinion that they always think was right, and other people's opinion or belief was wrong, without check the actual fact first. The polarization can happen in many aspects of our life, such as political, entertainment, ideology, and many more aspects. For example, in today's political world in America or even in Indonesia, we already feel the effect of polarization. In America, the citizens divide into two groups, which is Democratic parties and Republican parties. And in Indonesia, during the presidential election, we divide into two groups, which is number one and number two candidate. In social media algorithm, if we follow or like posts about one of the candidates that we interested in it, can lead into other posts that support the candidate, and usually in the comment, there will be someone that drag down other candidate and spread hateful comment and hoax about other candidate. Through this pattern, it will develop their own bubble about what is wrong and what is right through the information that algorithm gave to them, according to opinion that they like, without understanding each other's perspective, and derived by algorithm that survey information about what we want or what we like. It can lead to a big misunderstood, and moreover, it can break our unity and destroy our life.
The progressive development of technology that we think only connect us turns out to also control us, and make it seem as if things out of control happen naturally. Hoax, polarization, and that's what we call as algorithm. Therefore, experts in environs to play, especially on social media. Hoax would note that internet users in Indonesia in quarter 1 2021 increased by 15.5%, or exact to be 202.6 million people. Behind your Google search bar, behind your Instagram feed, and behind the popular hashtag that you see on Twitter, there's one common element, that's algorithm. A very scary thing is that the most of the time, artificial intelligence controllers themselves can understand how the programs actually work, that can produce a connection complexity in the form of algorithms. The key to how the algorithm works is data. The pictures we see, the video scroll that we watch, and how long we enjoy it, all recorded properly and become a database. The deeper problem with algorithm is that the data doesn't represent the whole of who we are as the human beings. The algorithm positions us as an experiment figure and tries to find out what hosts are approaching our interests. So we get the same type of content according to our preference, and this creates a bubble, an online space that only reinforces their beliefs. Because of that, social media algorithm break down bias in society. We often see social media as a tool or something used, but it uses you as well, and that's actually crazy. This reminds me of what Tristan Harris, as a former Google design ethics, said: if you are not paying for the product, then you are the product.
So remember, being addicted to social media is not a simple thing, because without us realizing it, our new thoughts have formed our new personalities. Just because propaganda or hoax that lead us to misconception or even worse, polarization. Therefore, we have to realize that this is how the algorithm works, that bringing us to the game of the business arena, that we are the products. Our data is what the social media company sells. So the more that technology develops, the more we have to be aware of and control ourselves. We must start being active to listen, accept, identify, and validate all the opinions that comes to us. So empty your glass, open your mind, and then just listen to what you want to hear, because that's how the algorithm works. And that is what breaks down the bias in our society. So that's all. We're sorry for all the misunderstood, and thank you.